Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I'm working on my jean and flannel junk journal. So I'm going to do a playlist on this, and I want to get you guys caught up to where I'm at now. And to do that, I will go ahead and put a process video on a time lapse that I did to get this far. So I'll go ahead and put that on right now for you guys so you can get caught up. Okay, so now you guys are caught up where I'm at, and I'm going to talk about what I did so far. So I'm going to put these to the side because we will mess with those a little later. Okay, so what I did is I have some sunflower material here. I just have some scrap material. And I went and have some, right here, jeans. Just some old pair of jeans that I cut up. So I got that all cut up. And I just went ahead and ripped them. You can see that they're not perfectly exact size, which that's what I'm looking for. I just want this to be a fun little tattered jean and flannel and some feathers on it and just some fun wispy journal to play with. I think it's gonna be great, and we'll incorporate a paper bag in it, just like one of the grocery bags, and it's gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun project to work on. So what I did is I took my cutter here, just the little blade knife, and after I ripped these to size that I wanted, I just went ahead and ripped them, and I just went ahead and took my blade and just kind of cut an X in the middle, and then just went like this with it, took my scissors and cut around into a hole that I wanted, and I made sure I had my cutting board underneath. You want like some sort of a cutting board or something underneath when you're working with a sharp blade. And then I just went and just kind of frayed it like that, and just frayed it all the way around and made it so it had all the little wispy pieces like that, just sticking out. Okay, then I took the circle and went through and just placed it on the fabric where I thought what I would like, you know, with the flowers poking through. So what I did is I kind of layered them up here and had it so they're not perfect. So I have some pieces here that I just frayed out, did some sewing together right there, frayed it here so it's sticking out, because I don't want it to be perfect. That's the whole point of this journal, is it's not going to be perfect. And I really love working that way because it's just so much less pressure, and I honestly think it gives you more creativity when you're not just so worried about straight edges and straight sewing and straight everything, you know, where this is just fun. This is just fun to experiment, see what happens, and I think those turn out the best. I really do, when it's less pressure, you know, and it's just so much fun, and I just want to bring you guys along on this journey with me. Okay, so I will make sure to put a playlist on the end screen here so you guys will get caught up and stuff. When I get this going and everything, I'll make sure to put one on the end. So I did that, peeked it through. You can see it's just pieced together. Took it to my sewing machine, and I just pinned here and here, just one of these spots, just so it wouldn't you know, move too much on me. Then I just took it like this and made sure I could see the pins. And I just did some straight stitch sewing all the way around and just kept going. And then once I got it tacked enough, I pulled the pins out so I don't run it over with my needle. So you just want to kind of tack it in so it doesn't move too much on you. And I just kept going and going and going. And I just used this variegated, I'm almost out of it, but I really love this stuff. It's just a variegated, I don't know if it says here, yellow ombre. It was what it was. I mean, it's getting pretty low. So I just kept going. It has got the pretty yellows and orange in it. And I just kept sewing around and around and around. And then I did little sewing here. Made sure I caught some of the edges. And then I just frayed this out. Then I took my cuttings that I had, just some of the leftover threads, and balled them up, placed them down, and then sewed those in there so they're all wispy and the threads are just falling everywhere and there's no real purpose, but it looks great. I love it. I love the look of it. Okay, so you guys are all caught up. Now what I want to do is, I think before we add the feathers or anything, I want to go ahead and incorporate my flannel I want to work with. So this is my husband's work flannel, and it finally went kaput on him. He got a hole that I can't fix in it. Plus he's had this forever, so that's the best part. This is so cool. It's already tattered because he's a contractor. So he paints, he does all that. So this has paint on it. I mean, this is clean, I washed it. So he's got paint on it. That's just, you know, stuff that doesn't come out. And tons of like spackling that's stuck on it. And, you know, maybe even some concrete on there. Just some stuff that just like won't come off. So it's like already ready for me. I love it. I love this. So what I'm going to do is I want to use the flannel here, and I'm going to incorporate it, and we're going to incorporate it throughout our junk journal. But I want to go ahead and take a piece today with you guys, and I think I might use this piece because look at that. It already has a hole in it. I mean, how cool is that? And I want to cut the sleeve off, and I want to attach it like this. So we have the spine front and back. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that. I'll show you. It's just easier to show you guys. So let's see, maybe cut it a little bigger just in case. You can always go smaller. Okay, so I'm just going like this. I'm keeping the buttons and all, because how cool is that? Okay, and this will definitely be incorporated throughout the whole journal. All right, so let's see. So what I want to do, this is going to be, well, I got to think about it here, like that. And this will go on the inside because this is the cover. Okay, and I'm going to put this on the inside. I want to keep the buttons, so maybe we'll go like this. Okay, like that, and then like this. Okay, or like this, because I'm gonna put that on the inside. All right, so I have them placed how I want them, and I'm going to do a pretty good size gap because this is going to be the outside cover for our whole journal. And so let's see, let me measure it. What kind of gap I'm doing here? Yeah, it wouldn't even hurt to do a 2-inch gap because I want it to wrap around everything. Okay, so we got that. I want my buttons showing up here. That. All right, and then I'm going to keep this long for now because I don't know what I want to do. I'll just keep this part long for now. and then we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do is go to my sewing machine, and I'm just going to do a stitch here and a stitch here. So I'm just going to sew it all together just like that, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, I'll show you guys real quick. If you want to take your pins here and just, you know, you can pin it like that, just so you have it where you want to sew it. So I'm just taking it and pinning it, and it won't move on us. So to make sure it's lined up. And like I said, I mean, you know, we're not going for perfection. We're just going for creativity and fun. That is my goal with this journal. Okay? So that's how I have it lined up. And I think that is great. I love all that. So I am just going to take it and sew, and I'll be back. All right, so I think this turned out really cool. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this to the same size here, and we can use it, incorporate that somewhere in the journal. So throughout, when we get to that point. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'll do it a little bit longer. Okay, I think I forgot to mention that after I ripped the jeans, I went ahead and frayed them really good. I took them and frayed them, and then make sure to keep your threads, because we will incorporate threads throughout the journal because they're so much fun to play with. And well, I do. I mean, you guys don't have to if you don't want to, but just keep all these threads. They're so much fun to play with, to do clusters and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so now I just went ahead and cut that, and then if you want, you can just fray everything here. Just take it, and I mean, this is going to be one of those fun, whimsical, wispy, awesome journals. Like, even if some of the inside here, don't even mind it. I think that is so cool. Let's have some of that hanging out. So if you guys are enjoying this video, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the thumbs up. That helps my video get out there further for more people to see how to do our fun little jean flannel journal here. And yeah, this is just some stuff that I'm just throwing together and seeing what I got laying around, and maybe throw some fun things in there that you never know. You never know. I personally don't know either until I get to it. That's the fun part. So, okay. So we got this far, so far. Now, let's go ahead and add our feathers. Okay. So I just have some feathers here. And I figured a set of 3 is going to be perfect. But what I want to do is kind of just work it so it's kind of in a circle, you know, a half circle like this, framing the front here. And I'm just sticking the, here, I'll show you in a second. I'm just sticking the stems here just through the back, just kind of sticking them through, because this will be all covered, all this eventually. But for now, that's what I'm thinking. And I want to take my thread, since we got a whole thread theme going, and I think it would look really cool. To just place it how you want them. Okay. I think that'll look cute. And then I'm going to just take my thread, and just wrap it around. So I'm going to do a couple of kind of tighter down here at the bottom. Okay. just to give it some stability right there. All right. And then I'm just going to loosely go through. But I figure this is the end of my thread, so do something fun with it here. And I'm not pulling too hard on this part. I'm just kind of just placing the thread around, just because I thought this would look kind of cool. Give it a little more texture, a little more interest, you know. Like that. And then maybe go down a little bit, and then up a little, crisscross them a little. There. And then give it a tail, just like that. And I got my Fabrifix glue. This is just Fabrifix. Of course it's stuck in there. There we go. Okay, and I'm just gonna pop some glue right here, just to give it something to stick to. Place them how you want it. There we go. I'm going to kind of go over a little. I mean, how cool is that, you guys? Isn't that fun? It just looks like it's all intertwined together. Down just a little. Let's see. Okay. Is that cool, you guys? There, I didn't want it sticking up too much over the top of the journal up there. So it's just peeking out. So there we go. Is that pretty cool? Isn't that neat? I think that, I don't know, I just think that's so fun. So much fun. Okay, and then let's just tack down more, because you know where it's going to lay now, so you could just put a little glue back behind it. And I'm going to move that around where you want it. Now I got glue on my hands here. And I gotta keep telling myself, it doesn't need to be perfect. I know, it's hard. That's the hard part. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. And I just love how some of that fabric's sticking out here. And, you know, everything is just kind of poking out. And just, oh, I just love it. I think this is so fun. So, there we go. That's as far as I wanted to go today with you guys. And I'm gonna let all this dry. And yeah, I hope you guys found this informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys will see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.